So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Music on the Delaware's sixth spring Coffeehouse concert. We're glad that you could join us. Before we get started, a few housekeeping details. You'll notice the audience is all muted, and please don't unmute yourself unless you're invited to. There'll be a sign on your screen to unmute yourself at the end of the concert, but we don't want to disturb the musicians. There'll be about 30 minutes of music and then a very short break for a few announcements. And if you are unfamiliar with Zoom, you'll find the chat button at the bottom. Click on that, and you'll see a screen come up on the right-hand side. And you can send messages either privately or to everyone. Just type in at the bottom your message, hit return, and it will appear up on the top of the screen. If you have technical problems, you can address them to Renee Hardenkamp, who's up there on the screen. And if you want to ask the musicians any questions in preparation for the end of the concert, you can address them either to me or to the musicians directly. Now, also at the bottom of your screen, you'll notice reactions buttons. So if you want to send the musicians a message like a thumbs up or a heart or whatever, you can do that as well. And so let's start tonight's program. We welcome Tom Wadsworth from Schoharie County, I guess, and Evan Jagels, a surprise guest from Oneonta. So take it away, guys.
Old dirty dog walking down the street, no shadow did he cast. Clock on the wall, no hands at all, no present, no future, no past. You can't save everybody, no word, no deed, no praise. You can't save everybody, everybody don't want to be saved. Old headstones and old buried bones just hanging around cemetery deep. I'm burning matches for the sake of making ashes just to try to get some sleep. You can't save everybody, no word, no deed, no praise. You can't save everybody, everybody don't want to be saved. Poetry pages filled through the ages with words that don't make no sense. I caught a beer in a brown paper sack, $2 away from the rent. You can't save everybody, no word, no deed, no praise. You can't save everybody, everybody don't want to be saved. All right, well, welcome, virtual folks. That was a song by Kieran Kane and Sean Locke, great singer-songwriter Kieran Kane, who has been doing virtual shows himself during the lockdown. And this is the third one that I've done. The last one was probably more than a year ago. So we appreciate you tuning in. This is called Ramblin' Railroad Jack, and I just want to mention our mutual friends at Origins Cafe, which is where we sort of met. And this kind of goes out to them because it was written after having been there. So, Ramblin' Railroad Jack. Meet you on the run and you see me coming on my wayward wander back. I've been riding those rails, eating out of pails, I get my bearing off a railroad track. If there ever was a time I wish that you were mine, there was a moment that I saw you smile. I've been away too long, you know, I travel with a song. I'll meet you back here in a little while. And I'm catching a freight train, headed west on the Delaware and Hudson line. I'm a brother to the wind, coming back from where I've been. I gotta see that gal of mine. I can hop a fast train in the pouring rain, slide a mile down a silver steel track. All the places you will see, come and ride with me. Ramblin' Railroad Jack. Well, I've been hungry for a meal, just a 50-cent deal in the jungle. They will help you some. I tell you all about the lines and the well-known signs. Well, I don't care at all if you're a bum. Food never tasted so good when it comes from where it should. Origins Greenhouse Cafe. They will treat you with a smile, even if it takes a while. You'll be happy at the end of your stay. And I'm catching a freight train, headed west on the Delaware and Hudson line. I'm a brother to the wind, coming back from where I've been. I gotta see that gal of mine. I can hop a fast train in the pouring rain, slide a mile down the silver steel track. All the places you will see, come and ride with me. Ramblin' Railroad Jack. Well, now I went downtown to erase a little frown with the help of an elixir. I met a long, tall Sally in a shin bone alley. She said she was the moonshine fixer. We legged it at a pace, headed out to her place. When we got there, the mood turned sad. She was all out of whiskey, but she started feeling frisky. Oh, sister, what a night we had. And I'm catching a freight train, headed west on the Delaware and Hudson line. I'm a brother to the wind, coming back from where I've been. I gotta see that gal of mine. And I can hop a fast train in the pouring rain, slide a mile down the silver steel track. All the places you will see, come and ride with me. Ramblin' Railroad Jack. That's right, all the places you will know, all the places we will go. Ramblin' Railroad, one more time, all the places you see, come and ride with me. Ramblin' Railroad Jack. All right, we're off and running. We're gonna do for you now. I'm really, I guess you could say I'm obsessed with Irish music. Did we decide on the little whistle? I can't remember. We did? I kind of want to play the big whistle now. What's that? Yes, I can. All right. So we were going to do a tune with the tin whistle, which is about as far away pitch-wise as you can get from the bass fiddle, which is what Evan's playing. But for some reason, I want to do the low whistle, which is this instrument instead. I don't know why I can't. It could be the virtuality of this all. Hard to say. But we're going to play for you a slip jig that I know at least one viewer is familiar with, because he identified it just before when we were doing a sound check. So the reason I'm talking and not playing is because this particular whistle, if you don't warm it up, it gets clogged. So bear with me. I guess I can tell you that a slip jig is in 9/8 instead of a normal jig, which is in 6/8, for those of you who are musically literate. And it is a kind of dance, and I have no idea how to do it. So we're going to play you the butterfly. Yes? All right, the butterfly. So now we have a song by one of my favorite songwriters. And he really just has written so many great songs, but the one that everybody knows him for and doesn't know that he wrote was made famous by Glenn Campbell, and it's called Gentle on My Mind. But we're not going to play that for you. We're going to play a song. So John Hartford was a riverboat pilot down on the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. And it was a big part of his life. He was licensed and everything, so he could actually operate paddle boats on those rivers. And this is a song called Old Time Riverman. Where does an old time riverman go after he's passed away? Start it again. Top. Where does an old time riverman go after he's passed away? Does he still keep a watch on the deep, the rest of the river's days? Does his soul live on the engine song while the striker checks the gear? Is he still afloat on an old steamboat after he's gone from here? Where does an old time pilot go after he stood his last watch? Does he fall by the ears of the one who steers, saying, hold her to that notch? gentle breeze in the summer trees, saying, son, I'm going to bed. And they light their pipes and go off in the night. Was it fireflies instead? Where does an old-time engineer go after he's cooled her down? Gone up the hill to never return to the quiet side of town. The engine song while the striker checks the gears. Is he still afloat in an old steamboat after he's gone from here? Let's do the first verse again. Well, where does an old-time riverman go after he's gone away? Does his soul still keep a watch on the deep the rest of the river days? Does he then come back as a channel cat, or the wasp that lie on the wheel, or the birds that fly in the summer sky, or the fish swimming under the keel? Thanks. All right, back to another songwriter, a guy named Tim Welsh, that I only found out about because he and Kieran Kane did an album together. And the first song we did, I think I mentioned before, is a Kieran Kane song from that album. In fact, that's the name of the album. But this one is, this is Kevin Welsh. So here we go. Yeah, all right. Let me have a little bit of water. I guess I need to say a few words about the whole virtual concert thing. It is very unusual for musicians like Evan and myself who are used to playing in front of people, but I suppose we're all doing unusual things these days. We're just happy to be playing music. So we thank the Music on the Delaware people for being so accommodating to us and inviting us in. And we hope that the next time we get to play for you all, it's at the Walton Theater at their venue, which I look forward to checking out in person. All right, ready? Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. We had a drugstore on Main Street. We had a hardware, a grocery too. Then a mega market opened at the edge of town. There was nothing anybody could do. Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. everybody's working for the man. We had a radio station that played our music the way we all like around here. Then a big corporation with a whole lot of money told our jockeys what they wanted to hear. And now everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Yeah, everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Foxes in the hen house, cows are in the corn and the roost, too scared to crow. Now the fat cats are up in the farmhouse, you know they're doing the do-si-do. Big broadcasters bought off the FCC, the big oil got the EPA. Halliburton, 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 what else do you have to say? Yeah, everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Little fish eaten by the big fish, swallowed up head and tail. Then the big fish are eaten by the bigger fish, till we're all in the belly of the whale. Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. I say everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Oh, everybody's working for the man again. Everybody's working for the man. Everybody's working for the man. Everybody's working for the man. All right. Yeah, Kevin Welsh telling it. Yeah. So we're going to play for you now one more, and then we're going to take a short break for some announcements, maybe. Let me just look at one thing here. Sorry. Okay. All right. So let's see. So this is a ragtime piece, not a classic rag in the sense of Scott Joplin, but more like a country rag. This is called Dallas Rag, and I learned it from an amazing guitar player named Stefan Grossman, who I think is still playing. He moved to Europe many years ago, but before he did, he had done a lot of records, how to play ragtime guitar and how to play blues guitar, and one really great album called Yazoo. I heard this tune first. I guess I'll just play this. All right. Dallas Rag. And then after this number, we're going to take a little break. I'll start. All right, it's break time. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Sorry, we had trouble unmuting ourselves. Thanks, Tom and Evan. We really enjoyed that. A couple of announcements about music on the Delaware events. The Coffeehouse calendar for May. On May 2nd, Sunday, we'll feature jazz piano player David Bram and bassist with him, Belden Bullock. And on Sunday, May 16th, we're going to hear a local band called Blue Tonic. And we're going to present that concert from the actual Coffeehouse at the Walton Theater. So that's pretty exciting, although there will be no audience. It'll still be virtual. And then besides Coffeehouse events in May, we have, we call it a main stage concert presented on Saturday, May 7th, featuring Reggie Harris. Reggie's an innovative guitarist, vocalist, engaging storyteller, and lecturer. He was born in Philadelphia. He now makes his home in the Catskills. So we're looking forward to that. You can go on the waltontheater.org website to tune into that or to get the information on how to register. I would like to say that tonight's concert is the 29th Coffeehouse virtual concert that we have featured in the past year since March 26, 2020. So it's been just over a year, and by the end of May, we will have presented 31 Coffeehouse concerts and engaged a total of 49 musicians. And we thank all those musicians for having entertained us so wonderfully during these difficult times. I will mention tonight that tips can be donated to the two musicians who are performing, Tom and Evan, and their the PayPal is in the PayPal information is in the chat if you want to check that out. It's PayPal ancientz@gmail.com. So I think that's enough announcements, and we'll get back to the music. Tom and Evan. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine.
All right, we are unmuted. So I'll do a little intro and then come in over. So. He's gone, my daddy's gone, and I hear him sitting out there. I'll be 5.5 next Monday at dawn, too young for life so unfair. Well, you can close down the markets and the convenience stores, all the clubs, the taverns and bars, and tear down the breweries, burn all the grain. Still, I'd only be wishing on stone. Well, he sits in his trunk, why not sit here with me? Can of beer always up around his face? Won't he come in and yell at my sisters and me? What's his pain that he tries to erase? Another verse. I get happy when I hear him come into the house. Maybe I'll give a hug or a kiss. But he's grabbed up some cookies and he's back out the door. Can't you see it's himself that I miss? Well, you can close down the markets and the convenience stores, all the clubs, the taverns and bars, tear down the breweries, burn all the grain. Still, I'd only be wishing on stars. Well, he's got plenty customers smile. He's an interesting sort of a man. But with all of the trouble all over the world, he only does what he can. Another verse. But he's never been there for my mom or us kids. He says soon we'll be going away. Maybe he really loves us, maybe he really cares. Right now it's just too hard to say. You can close down the markets and the convenience stores, all the clubs, the taverns and bars. Tear down the breweries, burn all the grain. Still I'd only be wishing on stars. Yeah, I'd only be wishing on stars. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we have another, we lost another great songwriter about a year ago, I think, John Prine, who I think is one of my favorite songwriters. I don't think he is, I know he is. And this was the last song, reputedly the last song that he wrote. And I believe it was, I think it got some big award at the Grammys, I'm not sure. So how's everyone doing out there? Ah, yes, okay, some waving. This is called I Remember Everything. Just cut that too. I've been down this road before. I remember every tree, every single blade of grass holds a special place for me. And I remember everything, every hotel room, every song I ever played on a guitar out of tune. I remember everything, names I can't forget, the way you turned and smiled on me, the night that we first met. And I remember every night, your ocean eyes on me, how I miss you in the morning light, like the roses miss the dew. I've been down this road before, alone as I can be. I'm careful not to let my past go catching up with me. I got no future in my happiness, though regrets are very few. Sometimes a little tenderness is the best that we can do. And I remember everything, names I can't forget, the way you turned and smiled on me on the night that we first met. And I remember every night, your ocean eyes on me, how I miss you in the morning light, like the roses miss the dew. How I miss you in the morning light, like the roses miss the dew. Okay, John Prine. Well, we're going to play another instrumental tune here, this time on the mandolin. And let's see what happens. This is a hornpipe, which is also a kind of dance. I associate it with Irish. It probably was, I think it's considered an American tune, but it was probably, you know, adapted. It was probably an Irish tune that was adapted. Okay, ready? All right. All right, a happy little tune there to brighten the mood a little before we take you down darker paths. Let's see. Who might end up playing that other subject? Is that still over there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can find it if we need it, right? Okay. Let's see. Did we do this? All right. Another one of my songs. This is really too what to say about it. So I guess we'll just play it. So 4 in front. On the F. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's danger in the words she says, danger in her eye, subterfuge inside her heart, but that is no surprise. She wants to be in fashion, be always on a tear, but when you try to find her, she's never really there. As treacherous a smile, if ever one was cracked, keeps you ever guessing until your brain This love is gonna kill me. This love, take my hand. This love is not what I thought it was. What is this love? Her skill in demolition has never yet been matched. Always has a reason for the evil she has hatched. And under her umbrella is shelter, none at all. She wants you there mistaken and ready for a fall. And if she's ever humble, you better watch your back. Lurking in the shadow, she's ready to attack. She has a poison dagger, a tiny deadly pin. Just when you least expect it, well, that's when she slips it in. This love is gonna kill me. This love, take my hand. This love is not what I thought it was. What is this love? What is this love? What is this love? Evan Jagels killing it there on the bass solo, man, loving it. All right, got a couple more for you here. We did one John Prine song already, but I could play his songs all night. I really like him as a songwriter, so I thought we'd do another one for you. Actually, you know what? Maybe no, we've got Elzich, yeah. So this is you come home late and you come home early. Come on big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever. I got a worried, jealous mind. How can a love that lasts forever get left so far behind? So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound alone. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow when you ain't got one word to say? So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound alone. You're out there running just to be on the run. Thanks. Well, folks, we are just about finished here. We've got one more that we're going to do for you that's an instrumental. Not that that last one didn't have some instrumental in it. Oh, yeah, right. Do you have it? Elsnick's? So this last one is rumored to have been written on the eve of a battle in the Revolutionary War by a guy named Elzick. And
Oh, let's get on the map.
right, but you should have that one too, but maybe not. No?
Mm.
Okay. Let's see, where is it? Just a minute, folks. We seem to be missing a chart. And nothing there, huh? Okay, let me, if you would indulge me, why don't you play a little, just a little improvised piece while I run and grab the chart? Okay? Something in E, maybe.
Minor, major?
No, E dominant.
Okay.
In, I believe, the Revolutionary War on the eve of battle. And I don't know whether he came back or not, or they just found it. Apparently he could read music. So this is called Elzick's Farewell, and I guess we'll play it as our farewell tune. And want to thank everybody at Music on the Delaware for having us. And like I said before, would love to come down and play for you in person when that becomes feasible again. Because I've heard it's a great space. So we thank you again, and here is Elzick's Farewell. again very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Tom and Evan. Really great to see both of you and to hear both of you. Um, Folks who are listening in, you can catch Tom's PayPal address on the screen that you see in front of you. Tom, I know you can't see the chats very well, but you've had greetings from Texas, from Margaret Black, and from a friend in Colorado, and Oneonta, and other places. So you can be happy about that. And
Yeah, absolutely. Hello to everybody.
and we had one question. Somebody would like to know what performers you prefer to listen to or learn from, I guess.
Why don't you go first?
I mostly listen to jazz music and free improvised music. Yeah,
Fair
and
enough.
salsa and
Salsa.
song and Cuban music a lot.
As makes sense, being a jazz, I think of you as a jazzer. I listen to a lot of singer-songwriters, and I actually listen to country music. But when I say country music, I don't mean today's country, which to me is not really country music. I mean old stuff, Hank Williams era country, and actually I really like rock. I just got turned on to a band that's been around for a long time called Swerve Driver, that a friend of mine interviewed the guy that's sort of the head guy of that band. I love Radiohead and bands like that, and I listen to bluegrass too, and of course I'm speaking now about this kind of stuff that we're doing. I also listen to a lot of traditional Irish music because I'm an uilleann piper. Those are the Irish bagpipes, and there are just so many tunes that you have to be listening all the time and learning new tunes. So I don't think, I could name Irish musicians, but y'all wouldn't know them probably unless you were really into Irish music. Like Brian McNamara, he's a great piper. Killian Vallely, Liam O'Flynn, who sadly passed away a few years ago. These are all pipers now. Benedict Kohler, just all the pipers, that I can listen to because they're inspirational. And I guess that does it. Oh, also I would be remiss if I didn't name Doc Watson as one of my big heroes.
Okay.
So
Another question came from a 6-year-old viewer who would like to know, is that a double bass?
This is a double bass. Tom introduced it as the bass fiddle. It could also be the contrabass or the upright bass. It's really all the same instrument, but different types of music call it different things. I was on a radio show once, and the interviewer said, do you also play the regular bass? And I said, what do you mean? This is the regular bass. In the electric bass guitar, I also play that too.
Well, any other comments from the audience or questions?
Tom, I'd just like to say we really enjoyed it, and especially I enjoyed all the variety of music and the dexterity you have in different instruments and everything too. It was a really nice variety.
Well, thank you. Thanks. It's so difficult to decide what to play for a program like this because it really goes by so fast. It's just an hour. It's just,
Yeah, of course.
it's just. I feel like it just starts and we're done. I struggled to try to figure out what to play for y'all, but I want to do a couple of my songs and songs from people that I really love as songwriters and some instrumentals. So, but
I just want to say it's incredible what Tom does, and it's really a joy to make music with him. And I was just thinking, as he's switching through the instruments, that's so hard to do. I also play. I have a mandolin and I play piano and if I play one, I have to reintroduce myself to the other instrument, and that takes time, and
Yeah.
he just grabs and goes in between them, and it's really spectacular.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Just to let everybody know again, this show was recorded and it will eventually end up on the Facebook page of Music on the Delaware under videos. Might take a week or two, but it will be there for everybody to enjoy. And all of our past 29 Coffeehouse concerts are on that Facebook page. So thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and especially to the musicians. And I guess we'll call it a day.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you especially everybody with Music on the Delaware. Really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Good night.